Tonight, Super Bowl 61 from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. The special prime time edition of the NFL. It's Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on the Chicago Bears.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
First down.
They'll run, it's Swift. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond.
Williams pass. Complete to Khalif Raymond.
Second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
That's a gain of 4.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. So instead of third and short, it's now third and 6. To throw, it's Williams. That pass is caught by Burden. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Williams.
At the 10-yard line.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Cole Kmet, touchdown Chicago.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Bears 7, Bills nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024 at quarterback, Josh Allen.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment. Like, I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege. And I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to lead with a win.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one caught by Khalil Shakir. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, here is Allen. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it.
Number 17, Josh Allen on the keeper.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The Bills bringing on the punt team. Forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready now for their second drive. They, of course, come into this one the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs. Trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, 1st and 10. Throwing on second down. Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. He can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. Here's Swift. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
They'll go again with Swift. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
He was taken down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanking it everywhere he looked. Gonna bring up a 4th down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bears will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Head coach Sean McDermott there as the Bills get set for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He gets this one to Moore. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Allen now on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of
3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They, of course, come into this one, the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand, 2 more wins in the playoffs. They're trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, first and 10. From the 24 now, here is second down and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Now Williams. That's a short one caught by Loveland. Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle.
With a flash, and he lost the football. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A gain of 2.
Looking to throw. It's Allen. We're going to set up the screen, but it's broken up and incomplete. They were right there on that one defensively. And that's going to bring up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bills. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go, take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They, of course, come into this one, the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand, 2 more wins in the playoffs. They're trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, first and 10.
A gain of a yard.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding's just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Confirmation for the Bears.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Man in motion is Coleman. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Quick slant, hooked in by Moore. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer, but they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
6. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And the Bills' first down.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Into the hands of Coleman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They'll run the draw with Cook. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Bills.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
So we play the quarter here in Super Bowl 61. It's the Bears off to the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this.
Super Bowl 61.
The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. Throwing on 2nd down. It's out. Off he goes. Josh Allen. Touchdown Buffalo. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Makes the score Bills 14, Bears 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Raymond now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They, of course, come into this one the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs. Trying to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, first and 10.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Another run here. Another run by Smith. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On the give, it's Swift. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
On the stop. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
Here's Williams now to throw. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the give, here's Swift. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Williams. He finds Raymond for the completion. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
On the ground, it's Swift. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. On the give, it is Manunga. A second effort, and he is in. Kyle Manunga. Touchdown, Bears. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's a gain of 13. But
We'll try and run here with Cook. They get 18 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
It's a loss of a
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
Third down and 11.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete to Moore on the right side.
Complete to number
11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Bills first down.
And the Bills first down.
Allen gonna throw. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Bears' 30-yard line.
Allen working from the pistol. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. And they bring him down at the 23, but that will do just fine. Move the chains. First down picked up.
3-yard line. A 5-yard
1st and 10.
play. First down, Bills.
Here's Allen to throw. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
2nd and 3 at the 16.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills have tied it at 17.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard mark. DeAndre Swift of the Bears offense set for their next possession. They, of course, come into this one the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs to try to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This pass complete to Raymond.
Complete to Khalif Raymond. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Swift Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Maxwell Hairston.
On third down, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's third and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Allen now on 2nd down. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
And the Bills 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Throwing again is Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down, Buffalo.
And the Bills 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Allen will give this to Davis. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From the gun, here is Allen. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle,
and they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Raymond going to return it. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They, of course, come into this one, the perfect 17-0 regular season in hand. 2 more wins in the playoffs to try to become the first team since the 1972 Dolphins to finish out unbeaten and untied. They go to work here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw on the run is complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
For a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Quick slash. Caught by Burton. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
On the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
A 49-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears move out in front, 20-17.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Bills offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
1st down, Buffalo.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a 1st down. Moore going in motion. Allen going to throw again. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
He'll get up and spike it, and let's check the clock. Maybe time for 2 plays here before the end of the half. Allen to throw on 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He's going to let this one go for Raymond. He's got it! And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Open man is Shakir, and that's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. First down, it's Davis, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss.
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing again, Williams. And that is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And now it's 4th down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal.
A 55-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will extend their lead.
17.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll begin with a zone read. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards. And the Bills first down.
On the ground, this is Davis. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
He'll go again with Davis. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He's brought down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Coleman. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Bills first down.
First down, Buffalo.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
Man in motion is Coleman. Throwing on second down. It's out. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. They'll run with Johnson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. That is caught by the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Bears 23.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Off play action. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. That's on Joe Tooney. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Ed Oliver. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Williams hit, and he loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. The Bears send out their punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. A run with Davis. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Allen. This one caught right side by Knox. We'll try again here, second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Quickly to Shakir for the RPO. And he'll take this one in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are going to open up the lead to 8.
Bills 31, Bears 23.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There you see Ben Johnson, the head man in Chicago, as his Bears get set to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Swift. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5.
Here's a handoff to Swift. Finds room inside the 40. And he will score. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short because they're going to stay out and go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. In trouble, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bills offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And before this drive starts, let me take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. In motion, Shakir. On the ground, it's Davis. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Buffalo.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And 3rd down coming up.
3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
From the gun, Josh Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they forced 4th down. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder.
43-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good, and the Bills add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Now Williams. Connection made. It's Burden.
Complete to Luther Burden. A 5-yard gain. Brings up
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Odunze. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's Williams.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
They'll run. It's Swift. Whoa! And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Williams. Quick throw here is complete.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. Play fake. Now Williams. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. It would be a 1st down, however. There is a flag down. And it looks like it is on the offense. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 50. Here's Williams now to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. From the gun, here is Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Buffalo.
Now, a give to Davis. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. So, 1 quarter remains in Super Bowl 61. We are back for the 4th from New Orleans after this. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. And in motion is Coleman. To the air on 2nd down, here's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This will be returnable from his own 15. Looks like he wanted a scene for a moment, but was taken down after a solid return. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. This pass complete to Raymond. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 29-yard line.
They'll run with Manunga. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills' offense ready to take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Now, screen going to be set up for Davis. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Allen now on 2nd down. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is complete. Odunze working across the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 37. And the Bears...
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and...
On second down, it's a run with Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Swift, the ball carrier. Terrell Bernard on the stop.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stay. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. I think that's going to be holding on the offense. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to get back within a field goal. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills' offense ready to take over once again. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Bills first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They'll run the draw with Cook. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Once again, it's Cook. And the Bills are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Davis. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Now back at the 4 for second and goal. So now they'll throw it with Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. But with the amount he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. Quick slant. Caught by Burton. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. We forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. And in motion is Coleman. Play action now, and here's Allen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Allen on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, Buffalo. In motion, Shakir. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he can't get away. They rallied in the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now it's Allen. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Caleb Williams and the Bears down by 12. 2:25 remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in the Super Bowl. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
10 yards.
So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Now, 2nd and inches. They'll drop to throw. Backs to the tight end, Loveland. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Here's Williams now to throw. He'll swing this out to Swift. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 37-yard line.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Open man downfield is Loveland. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's another Bears first down.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack. And that flag is probably on the offense as well. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. Throwing again. Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
Now on 2nd and long.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd down and 20.
Williams to the air once more. He'll get this out to Swift. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll try to run with Swift. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. That's going to be caught for the touchdown, but there is a penalty flag down in the backfield. They're already walking the other way.
Holding offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. On 3rd down, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It is picked off by the rookie safety. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. And the Bills have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl. And Greg, I think we can say the best team won the title.
And you think back to the season they had, Mike, where they earned everything on the field. There was ups and downs. There was adversity. And they were such a resilient group all season long.